Holy effing S, we're live. Oh my god. Weirdest thing, I think I made videos about it, like I think I said it last night, unless I was just talking to myself. I tried to get on, like, it was talking about the Alice in Chains cover, and it was like, as I was attempting to go live, it was trying to do facial verification. So, and you know what? I'm not gonna complain when AI gets, like, ready to take over. Fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know, make this place so unbearable that, like, you know, we'll, like, die or just die, you know? But it's such a fight for reality right now, it seems. Actually it is, big time. I wanted to name this Words Create Worlds and profess the reason I talk shit every night is because it's like such a battle for reality. And it's so subtle. There's so few people that are like, you know, pioneers of breaking this reality, but there's plenty of us. So it's like, I feel like if I can just say the most, like, wild, out there, true stuff every night. I mean, why is free speech so why, guys, why is free speech so protected? It's so protected, you guys, because words create worlds. Free speech is not protected. It's just, I guess, you can't really go to jail for it. But, you can get arrested if you, like, accidentally say, like, because you know how someone's like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you, like, I'm gonna kill you, you know? You can get arrested for that. Hopefully, I mean, you can get arrested, the judge would probably be like, stop, like, apologize. Like, police officer, apologize to that person, but, you can't make, like, a threat to kill somebody. Even if it's, like, fantastical, like, could never happen, is, like, a joke. But other than that, you're supposed to be able to say whatever, but they can censor. I just saw this bumper sticker. I'd never seen this one before. It just said, fuck up. It was on a minivan, too. It was on a minivan, and it just said, fuck authority. With an exclamation point. Oh my goodness. And I just thought, oh my god, how anti-Semitic of them. That's the most anti-small hat notion I've ever heard. They're a protected group. You can't have a bumper sticker that says fuck authority because the small hats are a protected group, and that is hate speech. So, yeah, it's such a battle for reality. I feel like I'd be a lot happier if people were aware of the cloning epidemic. Cloning problems. But the funny thing about that is, like, how do you disclose clones? Because I think a lot of them, like, imagine that they're authentic. And it's like, is there a serial number on them, right? Do they have a doggy tag somewhere? Is there, like, a tattoo on their foot of their serial number? No. But, you know, there's way too much overreach with cloning and controlling people in all different types of ways, like trying to hit them financially. I don't know. James Casbolt is on some prideful rebellion right now. Like, I can't it's, you know, men are like evil. Not like I'm mad about it. Listen, I'm not mad about it, but dude, men are evil in this world, And then, like, if they're not evil, they're far too, like, passive, I guess, to be sexually attractive. Isn't that weird? Like, you date your only natural predator, which is a man, and men in this world are evil in the sense that it's, like, not an even exchange. There's no even energetic exchange. It's just suck the life out of the woman. Cheat. Right? Do weird shit. Fucking ghost. Go on a prideful rebellion because, you know, she said something truthful. Men are fucking evil in this world. Not like super, it's subtle, but dang, it's real. You know, it's like kind of amazing I'm not married, don't have kids, because I've had really good relationships that ended because of a prideful rebellion in men that, you know, I cannot coexist with a prideful rebellion of men. I can't do it. Try to turn the Wi-Fi off. Oh, it is off. I think this is the, like, something's gotta give moment. I mean, you know, you're all waiting for Donald to make some big announcement. Did he make his big announcement? Oh, pharmaceuticals are down 30-80%. You shouldn't be on pharmaceuticals anyway. I mean, thank God they're there, but good God. You're looking for some cult leader to follow. Who's gonna do the thing? Who's gonna do the next thing? It's literally men quit being in such a prideful rebellion of women. Maybe you listen to me because deep down you actually hate me. And dude, maybe, I mean, seriously, it's so subconscious. Maybe most of the men on this channel, I'm not mad about it. If this was the case, I'm not mad about it. Maybe you listen to me because deep down you actually fucking hate me. You're in some prideful rebellion against women and you enjoy what you perceive as suffering. Dude, it's sick. The psychology is sickening. Ugh. I've been so poor, so desolate, with not a single friend or family member after going after human traffickers and all these principalities, and then, you know, people, you turn Christian, people, like, get weird, stop talking to you, they don't like what you're doing because it's dangerous. Like, there's more important things in life than, good God. This is so much more important than my stupid little life on Earth. You know, going after child traffickers. And some people just thought it was like, oh, you're gonna get killed. Yeah, don't think so, because it's not like I'm doing this by myself. You know, and there's, like, terrible stuff happens in the world, but there are real legalities over some people you can't touch. I mean, I don't live like that. I live cautiously, naturally. You're not supposed to be an idiot, but even if somebody killed me, like, they'd probably wipe the timeline and put me right back in my place. Even if you know what, if I try to kill myself, like, if I jumped out of a window, I bet you God would stop time and put me right back in that fucking room. And I'd be like, damn it, I cannot kill myself either. This is how weird this reality is. You know, there's so much evidence for, like, weird glitches in the Matrix, just, like, weird stuff that you're like, you know, and you hear all these stories about it, too. Like, some people say that the world actually ended in 2012. Well, you know what? Starting in 2012, I've been depressed my entire life, but I started to, like active try and figure out what the hell is going on starting in 2012. And then 2013 was, like, mentally the darkest year ever, because I was like, I'm so sick to my stomach of just being alive. Like, I had this life that people would probably, like, envy or want. And I was like, I'm literally, like, I'm sick to my stomach all day long because I'm so underwhelmed. Yeah, Rowdy Wood probably. Rowdy Wood, you're probably one of those dudes. You have like this weird, deep subconscious hate for me. I can tell in the way you talk to me sometimes. Like you're in some weird, deep, prideful rebellion against women. That's probably why I don't have a girlfriend. Actually, it's not that they can't get girlfriends. It's just the quality of women you can get is so low that you're not even attracted to them. This is the fucked up part. Because I'm just joking, but men like Rowdy Wood, it's like you are in such prideful rebellion, but you're so attracted to women like me. But you're in such a prideful rebellion, you can't win, right? You're not gonna win your prideful rebellion over the female you're attracted to, like on a soul level. So then your only other option is to date like an NPC, you know, run-of-the-mill, factory, personality-less female, right? This is your only other option. Or, I don't know, sometimes men date like really evil women, but then they turn gay. If you date like a really evil masculine woman, you turn gay. They turn you gay. It's like, there's nothing in the water. It's when a man is around a masculine charged female, they naturally become very feminine. So if Casbolt is hanging out in a Crowley cult, Aleister Crowley cult, he would start to get far more feminine in his posture, in his voice, the kind of things he's interested in. He would be like really out of touch with reality, but you know, it's a war for reality, and there's like a prideful rebellion. And actually it's not even prideful. There's a rebellion of women. We want out. We're like, this is not, the math is not mathing. See, King David, like you're obsessed with me because you have like a deep hatred for me. Or it's like, you want me to do something for you and you're like not going to be happy until it happens. You know, if there's like a salvation of the vril snatched people, maybe I hold the key. Vril snatchers are like, is it really her? Does she really have the ability? Maybe I'm the key to the vril snatchers. You're gonna be free from vril snatched. Vril snatch is like body snatching. It's like really nice people that host a reptilian. It's like an entity that came through a fucking worm. It sucks. So then like they're nice, but then they have like this wretched personality inside of them, and it's because they're hosting a reptilian entity. I think it's very common, actually, especially, there's so much symbolism for it in Austin, Texas. I mean, I suspect whatever the avatar that James Casbolt walks around in is vril snatched. Like, having a relationship with him, talking all day, every day, it's like, I'm talking to him like 20% of the time, but then like a lot of the time, I'm like really just kind of sifting through the vril snatched prideful rebellion entity that's like in there. So they're not bad people, it's just a terrible situation. I mean, I'm not offended if people think I'm a narcissist, but like typically I don't, and I'm not going to defend, I don't care what people think, but narcissists typically don't want to die so bad. They don't have such a death urge. You know, they usually like love the world and like love attention. I hate the fact that I have to speak my way out of this reality. I hate it. I wish I could just do it, right? I wish I could just like, I don't know, I don't want to say it. You almost did the thing, Lauren. Put people out of their misery. I wish I could just flip a switch and then bam, we don't have to share a reality with the people that are like in total rebellion to reality that we experience. I mean, this whole sky, I look at the sky like it doesn't seem to be it. Like, I feel like this, when you look out into the sky, you should see stars all day, every day. You should see other planets. You should see tons of craft. tons of activity, but no, you look up and you just see blue. Just like a flat blue. Why? Doesn't make any sense to me anymore. You know, it used to, naturally, but of all the shit that's out there, you're like, why can't we see it? Because you know it's out there. Vril snatchers, it's not a joke. Like, I'm not making fun of them. This is real. I don't know where he's been. Scott, longtime friend of the channel. I used to communicate with him because he told me, he came to me like really early on, like 2018. And he told me that he was Vril snatched as a kid. So he said his dad sold him to some wicked people. They did a ritual. They put the Vril snatch in him. So he's like, so I like share my body with like this really horrible entity. And, you know, he was a longtime friend of the channel. I haven't talked to him in a while, but, you know, he would chime in and, you know, he would act out. And it was like, you could never get mad at him because it was just his Vril snatch personality acting out. It wasn't him. And he's such a nice dude. I don't know where he's been. But yeah. So, I mean, speaking of, like, wouldn't that be nice if all the Vril snatchers, because, like, it happens to people when they're children. Like, their parents do this to them. It's disgusting. You know, where's the responsibility of the parents? Like, all the terrible stuff that happens to people. Oh my God, this is like this toxic relationship with some of these people and their parents. It's like, ugh. Prideful rebellion. Toxic. So it's like they want you to get married young at like, what, 25 or some shit, and then, you know, you spend your whole life being an indentured servant to a man. And they're gone most of the time, right? Because, you know, they got to make money, so they're like never there. And then, you know, having kids is cool. Just the energetic transaction is not even for most American, the American dynamic with these prideful, rebellious men. I don't want to hear anyone say they have a happy marriage. Comb through your husband's phone right now. If you won't do it because of what you're afraid to find, you don't have a happy marriage. You have a happy delusion. And I think a lot of people are comfortable and they are fine in that delusion. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be so mean about it. People love their delusion. They just love it. They don't know any different. But it's so insufferable to coexist in a reality with you people, because your standards of love is so low that it becomes the cultural norm, and then you breed more of the people like you. You know, this world is so love-starved, and I think that it's like this huge prideful rebellion of men, and women just woke up to it. So this is why it's getting worse. I can't believe the way men talk to me. It's like kind of funny. You're like, oh my God, because the veil is off, right? Because as women are waking up to just like, we just need like basic respect, like just basic respect. A woman wants to feel desired. She doesn't want you talking to 5 other women. Like, she doesn't even want you having social media. No friends that are girls. Men are not friends with women. Sorry. It's no. I mean, Riley's my friend, but Riley's like kind of feminine. But I mean, it's just like an internet friend. Men are not friends with women. It's fucked up. Like, it's no. They shouldn't have social media. Like, all these things are so ass backwards. And then if like we profess that this is like kind of a requirement, we get called like crazy. You're gonna be. I would rather die. I would rather die than be with a man who has all this social media attention and has like friends that are girls, you know, they got like a weird mommy-son relationship. I'd rather die. And we're the only women they're attracted to. They're only attracted to us. But I think that we're waking up in droves and like can't put up with any of it, and it's making men go crazy. I'm not saying they're going crazier. I just think the veil off of how effing evil, like men are evil in this world. I'm not complaining. It's just facts. It's just facts. And maybe they have their reasons why. But it doesn't change the fact that it's true that men in this world are evil. Unless they're like super passive, but then we don't have a sexual attraction. The sexual attraction is between the evil man in his prideful rebellion and then the women like me. And it doesn't work. It's like oil and water. And I don't know that it like wasn't always the case. I just think I don't think men are getting crazier. I think the veil is just coming off of their true colors. Like, I've seen men just absolutely freaking snap. Like, more and more snapping. Especially since 2020. My God. And if they're not, like, snapping, just, like, if they're, like, hanging around, like, you know, these ultra Crowley cults, this like ultra passivity, like hedonistic, like all that matters is your hedonistic desires. Friends, like they don't really care about anything, just the deadness in men. Men can get so dead in their spirit when they just check out. Then they're just dead, like they don't care about anything. And that's weird. And that's really creepy because that usually comes with a ton of friends. Like a ton of friends. So they have this illusion of being so involved, you know, so involved, so social, so like have a purpose. I got all these friends, but none of them are actually friends. It's just all these people with this deadness. And I feel like that's Crowley magic. That was Aleister Crowley magic. This is like the whole spell. And then men become like super feminine. They don't really care about anything. And then the women are just kind of like hypnotic. Like you're just like, they're like there for entertainment, hypnosis. And then you don't, but men won't care. That's the thing. This is how the women are atrocious, but the whole thing about Crowley magic is it makes men so passive. And I mean, this has gone mainstream. So I'm not talking about like some weird little group somewhere. No. This is like mainstream culture. Crowley magic has gone mainstream. It's in all your sports. It's in all your beer brewing, you know, cults. It's in all your like big networking. It's in your churches probably. Crowley magic in the church? Wow, I never thought about that. Yeah, I'd say, you know, the church is getting so satanic because it's like such nonsense. You know, it was like, what, Crowley, L. Ron Hubbard, and Jack Parsons that let in. They opened this portal in the 40s and they let in all these entities. Where'd they come from? You know? Outer space! Or like, what is space? Why can't we see it? You know, so this is some real stuff. I mean, this is some real imposition. That, like, you know, honestly, not mad about it because, you know, trash needs to take itself out. But, you know, women like me are in such rebellion because we're like, we need the trash to take itself out already. And if men are not going to help us take the trash out by just stopping their prideful rebellion against us, I mean, what is it? You know, I thought maybe I'll make a list of like, good relationship ended because blank. And it's like some notion of something that I said that was true, that they couldn't handle, couldn't deal with. And I think you will find it was like gonna be the dumbest reason. Like men are in this world are so wicked. And they spend all this, you know, there's all this like illusion that they're not. I think in ways they're getting better. Like a small remnant, I should say. Small remnant of them are getting better. But it's, you know, it's never going to be enough if it's not everybody. It's never going to be enough if it's not the whole world, right? I can't just like accept that like, oh, there's a small remnant of men that are like actually not evil, retarded. Oh, there's only, you know, there's a small remnant of women who are not evil and retarded. I can't accept that. It's like, it has to be the whole world. It has to be everyone. It has to be everything. This is the battle for reality. I'm not depressed at all. That's the funniest thing. I was telling some friends, I'm like, I don't socialize. I just find nothing, like, I get nothing out of it. I read it. You know, you spend too much money and I got nothing to say. But I'm not depressed. And they'll like say the same thing. They're like, me too. It's so weird. I've dated the most beautiful women in the world, never seen a happy relationship. Yeah, and you know what? I definitely make mistakes too, but it's like, forgive me. Like, I've made human mistakes that I was like, what do you call it? Persecuted on a level that was like, I'm some evil maniac. It's like, no, I've genuinely made human mistakes that I'm basically persecuted to like the bottom of the barrel now. Like, just forgive me. What the hell? Just forgive me. What the frig, dude? That's the other thing why men are so evil. Just forgive. It's so crazy. Joe, good to see you. Live stream while driving is next level. Stay vigilant. Yeah. There is like a good flow to it when you're driving. There's like a really good flow of consciousness. So anyways, I'm going to cut it off here because this is pretty loaded. Go back to the beginning and watch from the beginning. This one, I guess it's like, my content's getting diluted by all the shit I talk. This one, it would be worth going back to the beginning. And check me out. A little headband. Isn't that cute? Little headband action today. Some sunglasses that match my... Oh, you can't do both. Match the sandals that I had on. Good for me. Good for me. All right, check you later. Have a beautiful day. Don't be evil and retarded. And prideful.